A very good evening to all of you. In today's session, we will be starting our journey towards learning business analysis in detail. Okay. Till now, we have focused on Agile, Scrum, how it works, the principle, implementation, overall working, right? So now the important part along with the Agile Scrum is business analysis. That is an essential, I would say, side of this entire track. So, anybody would like to share their views about what is business analysis from their understanding? It might be some experience of working with BAs, or it might be just some understanding that you might have read online or you might have guessed. What do you think? What do you think business analysis is? I'm not asking what does business analysis do. I'm just saying what does business analysis mean? Anybody wants to try? Yes, just a general question. You don't need to know any I would say definition or anything like that. Go ahead.
Converting data uh, into meaningful, you know, to
Mm-hmm. You started pretty well,
maximum,
yeah.
yeah, converting data into to help business.
Meaningful. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mm,
Should I help you complete the sentence from my
yes,
side?
sure.
Yeah. So converting data to meaningful insights, which will help us to grow our business or achieve our business objectives, right?
Right.
This is an
Maximum.
understanding level statement. Yeah. So
Yes.
first of all, thank you so much for coming with this, because this is what I wanted to know. See, guys, we are not interested in any theoretical aspect of any learning that we have here. We want to understand how it actually helps in the business. Okay. So let us understand what does business analysis do. Now, this is a very nice diagram or image we have, and I personally like it. So what we can see, there are four segments in this modern agile business analysis angle. So can we start from this green? Can I request four people to read the four text mentioned here? Go ahead.
Deliver value continuously.
Okay. So now there are three important keywords in this. Okay. When I say keywords, these all words hold very much importance. First of all, deliver. Okay. When we say deliver, that means in this industry, in this workplace, we are here to deliver. Deliver means to complete our work and hand it over to the customers or hand it over to any stakeholders who were asking for it. So that is the first part with delivery. Everybody with me on this? Delivery, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Then we are saying value. Okay. We are not saying delivering product, delivering applications, delivering work. No, we are saying delivering value. Value means something that is of importance to the stakeholders, to the customers, and even to you. And then the last word is continuously. So it is not a one time game, or it is not a one time thing that you will do something once and you forget it. No. We are saying we have to relentlessly keep delivering value to our customers, to our stakeholders when we are working in agile setup, or we are working as a business analyst, or we are working in business analysis. Okay. So I will give you a very simple example. Imagine you have a birthday party at your home, in coming weekend. Okay. It might be your niece, nephew, kids, anyone, very, very nice birthday party you've organized, and you order a cake from a bakery from where you have already bought a couple of times, you like the quality, and you give them whatever specifications you have, like, it's a birthday cake for 2-year-old or 3-year-old, and this decoration you want. And when you get the delivery, well, see, focus on this. Earlier also you have bought from them, so it's a repeating, you're a repeating customer to them. And when you get the delivery, you see that along with the cakes, first of all, the cake is awesome. They have done beautiful decoration, and along with the cake, they have given some cupcakes complimentary, or they have given some decorative item, birthday decorative item complimentary, and that was a very sweet gesture from their end, and they were very, hospitable, and they were very, I would say, warm while delivering the cake. How would you feel about it?
You feel happy
Why would we you will feel happy, or why we should feel happy? It's just a cake delivery. What's the big deal about it?
because you're getting what you have already ordered and you're topping up with extra complimentary, which was
Extra complimentary, and that is with even your delivery has also been done in a very better manner, right?
satisfying.
Exceeding your expectations. Yes. And generally it is their regular trend, like for every delivery they do something special or something better than what you expect, right? Are
Yeah,
you on the right track, guys? Are you getting? So if you get such kind of delivery, see now, why I gave this example, because here we are considering value in terms of money and service. Okay. So, like for example, if I paid for 1 kg cake, I'm getting 1 kg cake plus some cupcakes plus extra decoration. So, honestly, in terms of money, it is more than what I'm giving. Also, in terms of services, it is better. So, will you go back to them for the next party, or you will go to somebody else?
we'll go back to the same party.
Right? Because they have been delivering value continuously. So, are
Mhm.
you guys getting? So, this same, I would say, principle, or this same aspect applies to everyone. Okay, it can be as simple as somebody who does plumbing work at your place, or somebody who is painting at your place, or somebody from whom you buy vegetables on regular basis. Anything and everything who gives us value continuously in a better manner, we want to go back to them. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a human tendency. It's a great way to retain and increase your customer base. So this is what we do. This is the most important point. Next point, please.
Make
Make
safe,
safe.
Point in blue. Mhm.
make safety a prerequisite.
Yes. Now there are two important words: safety and prerequisite. Okay. So we are saying we have to have safety in all our deliverables. So now, when we are talking about safety in terms of software applications, it can be network security, data security, it can be online security. So there are multiple versions of security. But what we are saying, whatever work we are delivering, it has to be safe and secure. Now, in the same example which I gave earlier, if the cake which was delivered to you, it was delivered in a damaged condition, like it was messed up, will you be happy to receive that, or will you complain about it?
We'll complain about it.
Complaint.
Yes, because you got a party to start and your cake is all messed up and you can't use that cake, right? So that is why an earlier example was very, I actually wanted all of you to visualize and imagine. That's why I give that example, because it's very clear when we visualize things. So same way, in application development or website development or any kind of project work that we are doing, safety is not a visible aspect. Like you can't see safety, right? We cannot say that, okay, I can see how safe your application is. No, we can feel it or we can use it. If hackers are not able to hack it, if there are no bugs which are creating problems, if there are no viruses, there is no issue of any kind of you know uh, malignant activities going on, then we call it as safe. And also, while while working on the entire project, your data is safe, like there is no data transfer to unauthorized persons or unauthorized parties, then we save our data or our project is safe. So always remember, safety can be different at different domains. Like some of the domain, physical safety will also matter, like or like how we have rocket launching or other uh, missions. That time we actually physical safety of people, that also matters. So safety has different angles in different domains. In our particular IT domain, we look at from data security, information security, application security point of view. So always remember, whichever domain you work in, safety is a prerequisite. It should always be given most important. How it will, how would you feel that, okay, you are imagine you're working in a college or maybe in a hospital, as as a, I would say, head of the department for administration, and you have given a website development work to a company or to an organization, and they develop the website, and then when you open, you see that, okay, website is not running properly. All the while you try to fill up any form, the data is being hacked, the customer data is not getting saved properly. There are continuous hacking attacks on your application or on your website. Would you like such scenario? Yes or no?
No.
No, right? Absolutely no. Nobody on the earth will actually accept that, even because you've already paid for the work and that is not being delivered properly. And then apart from that, there are problems. So yes, safety is a prerequisite. It's an important element. Next point. Yes, anyone? The point in the red, guys. Go ahead.
Experiment and learn rapidly.
Yes. So now this goes without saying for any industry, okay? We have to ensure that we keep learning, we keep experimenting, we keep innovating, we keep doing something or the other relentlessly to improve our product, improve our delivery, improve our work. Okay. This is a very simple yet highly underrated point, because we are see, we are here for a long term. Nobody thinks about work for a short period of time. Okay, so we are here for a long term period, and then we have to focus at, okay, how we will make our product better. Like the examples, I'm pretty sure, I think I must have given in this batch also. Have I given the Facebook example here?
Yes.
How Facebook evolved? Yes or no? Anybody remembers? Or it was another track? Yes, anybody remembers Facebook example? Give me yes or no, guys.
Yes.
Yes, you did mention.
Yes.
Yes, right. So Facebook or even this MS Suite, like the way we use Excel or Word, how these applications were 15 or 10 odd years back and how they are now, right? So that is a part of experiment, innovation, implementation, and continuous learning. Okay, and continuous implementation. Now, last but not the least, I will take the chance to read it out. That is, make people awesome. Now, this is one of my favorite elements of this entire process, that by delivering continuously good value products, by ensuring that safety is maintained, by implementing newer innovations and coming up with better solutions, what happens? People actually become happy and they become awesome. Like, even you as an organization who is implementing all that you're benefiting, along with that, the customer for whom you're doing this, they are also benefiting, right? So, so it's a win-win situation and everybody is happy about it. Yes, you all are with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any doubts in these 4 points? No?
No. No.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. Now this is just some theoretical part. I will request two different people to read that out, just to know the background of it. Yeah, go ahead. 3 points. Better have it till 3 points. Go ahead.
IIBA was founded in Toronto, Canada in October of 2003 to support the business
Mm-hmm.
analysis community.
Yeah, so
The body.
basically, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
So I was just saying IIBA stands for International Institute of Business Analysis. Okay. So IBA or IIBA, whatever you call it. So it was so International Institute of Business Analysis was founded in Toronto in 2003. This is the background. Go ahead. Next point.
The Body of Knowledge Committee was formed in October of 2004,
Mm-hmm.
laying and draft a global standard for the practice of business analysis.
Okay, so this was the start where that, how we have project management body of knowledge, PM box, it's the same way we has BA box, business analysis body of knowledge. It's called BA box. Okay, so that was founded in 2004.
In January of 2005, IIBA released version 1.0 of a guide to the business analysis body of knowledge, BABOK guide, for feedback and comment.
Okay, so this is all the initial time that how and when it was developed or how it was, I would say, how the entire process got initiated. So that is what is mentioned. Okay, everybody with me? This is just a theory part for you to understand the background of how and when it started. Okay, so this is just an FYI information. It's okay, you don't have to. I mean, just for information's sake. Yeah. Now, next point. What is business analysis? As per business analysis body of knowledge, what it says. Go ahead. Anyone?
Per BABOK guide, version 3.0, business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders.
Right. Now we have to break down this statement. Okay. It's a very important statement. Let us break it down for better understanding. What it says is, as per BAPOC, business analysis is the practice. First of all, it's a practice of enabling change in an enterprise. So it's a practice of creating or enabling or identifying a change or implementing a change in an enterprise. That means in an enterprise setup in an organization. How? By defining needs, by understanding and defining need, like by ensuring that we know what are the needs of the customer or stakeholders, and recommending solutions. So we have some need, we have some requirement, and we are coming up with solutions that deliver value to stakeholders, right? So when we break down the entire statement, we get the understanding that it is a practice to create a change or to implement a change which will address the needs, with best suitable solutions, which would also provide the value to the stakeholders or value to the person or the uh, party who is asking for the solutions, right? So basically, coming up with a solution for a need or for a requirement in by providing value and by providing continuous innovation. This is your understanding of entire process. So the first statement that we had said that convert or understand data and provide insights. That means on the same track. This may if we have to consider that statement, so we can say that whatever data we get, on any baseline simple data, we have to convert it, we have to change it, we have to massage it in such a manner that it becomes helpful for business, it becomes helpful for decision making. That is also considered as business analysis. Everybody with me on this? Is this statement clear to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I need yeses from everyone.
Yes,
If no,
yes.
please
Yes,
let me know. We
yes.
can elaborate. Yes. So you understand what simply business analysis is? See, it's just like, okay, if somebody if somebody comes up to you and starts talking in Spanish, okay, and they are your customer, will you be able to answer them if you are not aware about Spanish language? Will you be able to answer them?
No.
No.
No. Then what do you need to address to their queries or to answer them or to give them response? What do you need?
Language.
A language translator,
Translator.
a
Yes.
middleman? Yes. So
Yes.
that the middle person will listen to their queries or their doubts or their whatever story, and they'll translate that in any language that is comfortable to use, per se English, and then you will understand, oh, this is the problem, and then you'll give them solution. Same way, just imagine your customer is speaking English, imagine, and your development team speaks programming language, that is Spanish. Okay, so now you sit in the middle as a bridge, you know, bridging the gap. What do you say? What you take the data, you take the requirements from the customer, or it should be other way around. Your whatever, your customer, you take the information and you tell your team, and your team gives answers in Spanish. Like it might be a lot of technical jargons and some other aspects to it, and then you translate them in simpler English and simpler words, and then you communicate to the customer. So all the documents prepared by BAs, that is BRD or FSD, that is business requirement document, functional specification documents. All these documents are prepared by BAs to ensure that everybody understands what we are working on. And those are written in English, obviously, yes, for everybody's, common knowledge. But then that is again understood by the customer, as well as it is understood by the development team. Because see, we are not sure that the customers are tech savvy, right? So they'll understand a technical team's language. When I say language, that means it's not about English, it's about what are their expectations. A technical team doesn't want, I want button. So it's technical team, or a programmer will ask, what kind of button you want? What should I do with that button? Oh, so there should be a click on the button. Do you want some data on that click? Do you want to have some other features? Do you want to run a video? Do you want to have an image? Do you want to have some data displayed? What do you want, right? So as a BA, you convert the customer's request into something that the client would understand, and vice versa. Everybody with me on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, this is the basic, guys. That's why we are giving so much of emphasis. Yeah.
Rita,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
can
Somebody's saying something.
you tell me the full form of BABO?
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
Can you tell me the full form of BABOK full form?
Yeah, that is business analysis body of knowledge. So like how we used to have guides during our school days. Everybody remember guide? So that guide was a book which had all the details about your book, like which chapter has what contents, what are the question and answers, like how every religion has their own book, right? There is an echo. I'll request others to go on mute, please. Yeah, thank you. So, how every religion in the earth has their own book, right, to follow. So, what does that book, that holy book, what does that book gives? That book gives us guidelines, okay, how to go ahead in our religion. Or also in school time, we used to have a guide, that would give us idea about that particular subject, what are the terminology used, explanation about critical points, right? So same way, this is a body of knowledge. That means it's a committee which has come up with the uh, document which guides us about business analysis. Are you clear now?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Clear.
Yeah. Yeah. So just imagine they are like the people who take decisions for BA worldwide, BA work worldwide, not a particular person. Okay? Okay, let's move forward. So this was all the, I would say, foundation understanding of BA. So that's why I thought we will have a in detail understanding. Now look at this cool dude, little geeky look with the specs and So basically, what is their role in Scrum? Now let me enlarge this font for you a little. Give me a second. I just want to ensure that you have better readability. Yeah. Can I request three different people to read it out, please? Yeah, there are 3 points. What is the role of business analyst in Scrum? Yeah, that is what we are learning. So we learned Scrum earlier, and now we are learning business analysis. So now we are understanding what is the role in what is the BA's role in Scrum. Go ahead. Anyone? Any three people? One by one, please.
A business analyst is any person who performs business analysis tasks described in the BABOK guide, no matter their job title or organizational role.
Okay. So BA is a person who performs analysis of tasks described in the as per the described in the BA BOK guide, no matter their job title or organization role. Now this is really really important. Okay. So we understand, we feel that a BA is a person who's, I would say, organizational profile or their job title is a BA. But that answer is honestly no. There are people who are not assigned or whose job profile is not mentioned as BA, but they still do BA activities. Like, for example, a tester or a fresher, or maybe sometimes a project manager would also help a BA, a junior project manager who is trying to understand work, they will also act as a BA. So it's not that only business analyst named people will work on this kind of activities. Anyone and everyone who is working on business analysis can be marked. So see, there are like sometimes testers who are also working as BAs, or there are domain experts who are also working as BAs. Okay, so this is just a note for you that you don't have to look at the only title that BAs will perform this work. No, sometimes some other team, maybe sometimes a junior developer who is just starting his or her career, they can also start working as a BA for better understanding of the product or as an application. Yes. Okay. Next point, please.
Business analysts are responsible for discovering, synthesizing, and analyzing information from a variety of sources within an enterprise, including tools, processes, documentation, and stakeholders.
Give me a second. The next point, what we are saying that now this is a very interesting and actual, I would say, process. So we are saying that BAs are responsible for discovering, synthesizing, and analyzing information. Okay, so now this has to do with the first statement that we started our session with today, that creating insightful data from whatever raw data you have. So what do? They discover, like for example. If I like for example, if I give you flour and butter and sugar, okay, so that is a raw data. Yes or no? Yes or no? That's a raw data. It's a raw material, not
Yeah.
the raw. Okay. So you can make either cake, you can make either cookies, you can either make I don't know what not. Some you can bake some muffins. So you can make multiple things out of it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So that way, in same manner, we have raw data. We have information with us in any organization or maybe from a customer. What BAs do with that is more important. Okay, so you have to understand to them what are they saying, what are their requirements, what are their needs, what is their whole objective of having this application. So that is what is synthesizing, improvising, and discovering the information. And now we're saying from a variety of sources. Okay. Now, variety of sources means you might be talking to a group of people from customers. You might be doing your own research at, okay, this kind of projects, what are the best steps to forward or to go forward? Or if, as per the customer requirements, you feel that you should know more about their domain. So you do your own research. So when we say variety of resources means that there might not be only one person, there might be multiple people involved in the process, from customer point of view. Even your development team might have some doubts about what the customer wants. So you go back to them and get those clarified or, whatever. So you are not getting data from only one source. You're getting data from multiple sources. You might get some information and some, I would say, orders or commands or some guidelines from your senior management stating that, okay, we have to channelize this project in this manner, or you have to do these activities for this kind of domain. So you are getting continuous information from multiple sources and you have to manage it. Okay. And ultimately, okay, variety of sources within an enterprise, including tools, processes, documentation, and stakeholders. So now this is your forte, guys. This is your area. As a BA, you'll firmly focus on what is the process, what is the document. Now, documentation is the heart of any app project. Okay. Though in Agile, we focus on not spending too much time, but it is always advisable to spend good and require amount of time because it is the foundation of your work. So BAs are mainly focused on decent and right and appropriate and required documentation. Process, when I say process means they should not miss on any activities which are important for project, like any discussions with the customer, the documentation of all those discussions, MOMs, minutes of the meetings of the that they're having with the customer. So all that is very important. All that is absolutely essential for their work to happen. Okay, so I think okay. So any doubt in this statement? They're getting information from variety of resources, a variety of sources, and they are uh, discovering, synthesizing data, and improving or implementing processes, documentation, and working with stakeholders. This statement is clear to you guys? Yes? Yes. Okay. Now the
Yes.
last statement from this. Sorry. Okay. So let us go to the last statements. Anyone want to read that? Please go ahead.
The business analyst is responsible for resetting the actual needs of stakeholders, which frequently
Mm-hmm.
involves investigating and clarifying their expressed desires in order to determine underlying issues and causes.
Okay. So thank you for reading out. So what are we saying that BA is responsible for eliciting the actual needs of stakeholders. So yes, you are the contact person for stakeholders as they are giving all their requirements to you, all their required details to you. So you are the contact person. And which frequently involves now this entire process of jotting down or ensuring their requirements are properly noted. This process will require investigation and clarification about when I say when are we saying clarifying their expressed desires means if you have any doubts about their requirements, if you're not clear about any particular point, then getting that, I would say, clarified, getting proper explanation for that, that what are they asking. Because see, unless BAs understand what the customer wants, you cannot go back to the development team and give them what they are asking, right? There has to be clarity, and that is in order to determine underlying issues and causes. Yes. So in short, like the same example we can take, if you are giving order for any food item, for say cake, and you say a birthday cake, is this order clear or vague? If I call a bakery, or if I call a restaurant and I say I need a birthday cake, as a customer, is my order clear or is my order complete?
No, not at
Yes.
all.
No. So
Nope.
what other additional information I should be giving to ensure that it is clear?
The flavor for how many people, what
Yes, the
boxes, what
kgs, like the size, the flavor, again the delivery date, by when do I want it? Yes, that is important. Again, right? And what kind of a theme or decoration, or how it should look like. So same way, see, this is such a simple example, but you guys came up with the right suggestion to it, right? I should tell what should be the size of the cake, how it should be looking, or what is my expectation, what is the birthday theme that it should be a part of, and when should I get the delivery. So same way, when a customer gives some requirements, that okay, first of all, what is the budget that we're looking at? Okay, what are the timelines that we have? What are their intention behind it? So all this information has to be, equally fetched or worked upon and given to the development team as well. Everybody with me on this? Yes. Any doubts in this point, guys? Okay. With this note, I'll just check with Gaurav. Gaurav, are you there?
Yeah, Prerna, I'm there.
Yes.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. Okay. Are you good to continue from here
Yeah,
to the
I
next
can. I
slide?
can. Yes, sure.
Sure. Thank you so much, guys. Now Gaurav will continue. I'll just stop my screen share. Go ahead. Thank you, Gaurav.
All right.
Over to you.
Thank you so much. So it's good that we transition today in business analysis. So far, whatever we have understood, of course, we are going to get into um, business analyst prerequisite, or why this rule is needed and all. But for now, whatever you have tracked or heard, okay, what stayed till now in your mind, that what is the role of business analysis? What comes in your mind when you hear the word business analysis? What is the core objective behind this business analysis? Who can tell me? Whatever in last couple of slides you have seen, right? Yeah, Kajal.
Uh, track the process, ongoing process for project.
Okay, it's related to process improvisation or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Ujjwala, what is in your mind
Um,
when it comes?
Yeah, so as far as I mean, from what I learned from Prerna ji, it's about understanding the current requirements of the business and seeing if there's any kind of needs that we can do to change the practices and provide solutions. So what I understood is, like, it's not like foreseeing and how the business goes. It's not like saying that in future this is something that's expected. It's more about the current needs and the current solutions that we can give.
True. Absolutely right. You picked very, very well what is apt. Now understand, and thank you for answering that. So now understand why this role came into the picture. The whole idea behind is that you need to understand, everyone is in enthusiasm. They continue to work, okay? But this is equally true, the first bullet. And what it reads as?
Change and life happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Change and life happens. Okay. And things may slow down, right? You all agree? that you are starting something with the entire enthusiasm, and there will be a point where some tempo appears, some plateau appears, and you would realize that this is time to take the pause. Okay. And here exactly, you need to understand the part of this, the second important word. It is called as adaptation to respond to change. You need to analyze why this plateau appears when it comes to why did it slow down. Maybe due to some advancement into the surrounding might have brought the slowness into the current momentum. Possible? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, because competition is way ahead of you. Okay. And with the old system, you are not able to cope up, right?
Right.
When it is possible that when you are trying to run and somewhere on the bike took over you. Okay. But to catch that person, you need to have the equal uh, you know equal vehicle of equal speed and equal horsepower or something like that, so that you can catch up without losing much of the fuel budget, as well as this without impacting the environment incorrectly. So this here is says that the second one, the project int type of project requires flexibility and adaptation to respond to the change. Okay. And the change may come in the various picture. Okay. There could be the multiple reason behind the change. Okay. And this person has to analyze the impact due to change. Impact due to what?
Due to change.
Due to change. And everyone, now the one thing you will find that is it is repeating while I am speaking. And what it is repeating? One word?
Change.
Change. Exactly. And now, this is business analyst who analyzes this change, impacts change and impacts, gathers requirement, and liaises with the stakeholder. It means that the reason behind the change, okay, projecting the change into the current system, and what will happen means pros and cons. If you embrace the change, how it will benefit you. If you won't embrace the change, how it may impact incorrectly to the ongoing system, to the existing system. So this does not have to be imposition, it has to be insight. Okay. Where customer has to realize that change is important over here, and what you need to do is that you need to advocate about that change so that customer may embrace that those change easily. When we are saying the changes, it means that you are change agent in the heart of business analyst. Who are you? Who are you guys?
Change
What are
head.
the word? What are the two words I said?
Change of head.
You are change agent. What you are?
Change agent.
Change agent. Okay. Who advocate about the change. So there is a complete process as a business analysis. How do you analyze at the what do you call uh, when you understand the change, you advocate about it. Okay. Customer might have to develop the insight, and based on that, see, I'm quickly telling that, always telling that change does not have to be imposed. It has to become the insight from where customer is coming with the new requirement, and they are going to give it to you. They are asking you to, hey, can you do this for me? You are not imposing, you are just educating. Understood? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that requirement which customer has spoken, that's called as a requirement elicitation. Okay. You interview the customer completely, understand the depth of the requirement, that again gets communicated well, and then it has to be validated as well whether it is giving you the evolution and the solution or not. Okay. Once you and the customer satisfied together. Now this is the time that you need to document those analyzed requirement, okay, and the impact that is bringing on the enterprise level, and everything is in sync. Then you continue to save it, the requirement which has been documented, okay, continue to plan ahead that how to incorporate, and continue to manage those requirement which is evolving, okay, and this will continue to be the part of the process, to which you can call it as a requirement evolution. What you may call it as?
Requirement evolution.
Yeah. So let's continue. It's not evaluation, it's evolution. Requirement has evolved, okay, it is, so it has been already means validated here, where, yeah, solution is the validated. So when we are validating, we are saying that we are evaluating as well. Okay, now let's understand then what is the prerequisite for this role. Okay, so the prerequisite, we need to understand that there are few things that you need to understand. Okay, first, degree is that, of course, degree and domain knowledge, company looks after that, whether you are holding certain degree related to business analyst skill or not. But also at the same time, you need to have, what is the second skill? What do you see here? Which skill?
Analyticals.
Analytical skills.
Analytical skill. Because you have the analytical skill and multiple tools are being used by business analysts, it is always also advised that develop some skill around learning this third one. And what is the third one?
Microsoft.
Microsoft Excel or spreadsheet. Okay, then apart from this, negotiation skill has to happen. See, I have talked about one word that was getting repeated in the earlier slide. Now coming back to the fourth element, which says that you need to have what skill you need to have?
Negotiation skills.
Negotiation skill. And why do you think it is important for business analysts to develop this negotiation skill? Who can give me the answer?
To convince others.
Could you be more clearer, Jibran?
Uh,
I couldn't hear you, Jibran.
to convince others,
Convince others. Okay, convince regarding what?
uh, regarding age.
Regarding what?
Regarding his the information he's trying to deliver, to
So to convey the information, why negotiation has to be there? There is a different reason for which negotiation skill would be needed. And I already spoke about it. Can someone guess that why negotiation skill would be required then? Anyone can answer. Swarupa or, Ujjwala, Kajal, Aparna. Anyone. Dev. Why do you think negotiation skill would be required?
Can I say?
Yeah,
I think
Dev.
I think sometimes clients are very difficult.
Hmm.
So when a BA probes client, sometimes clients is very difficult to open up. So with the proper negotiation skills, BA would ask open-ended questions and make client agree with whatever the solution or whatever the change, whatever BA thinks that this is what your business requires to progress further, and make the client agree with a BA's
Hmm.
solution. And that's why I
Right.
think negotiation skills is important. That's one of the.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Dev. And everyone, do you think about whatever Dev said is right? Yeah? Kajal, Aparna, Swarupa, Jibran. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? Everyone? Anyone who is not in line? Okay. So in last slide, I asked you one thing, that one word is repeating. And what was that one word, everyone?
Change.
Change.
change. And when we are talking about the change, who is conveying about that change? Who was conveying the change?
The business analyst.
The business analyst. And when business analyst is conveying the change, do you think for those change easily customer will agree?
No,
No.
no, they'll
No.
conflicts.
And to make him agree, as they said, what skill we would require?
Negotiate.
Negotiation skill. And when you will have this skill, whatever you will try to educate him, you are not imposing, you are educating. Okay. And this will be in whose favor first? This will enable whom first? Negotiation skill will enable whom first? Because when you are educating to embrace the change. Change will bring what?
Value.
Value and value and
Solution.
solution. Absolutely right. And who will get more empowered and encouraged after receiving this? First,
Customer.
customer. So this skill you are going to learn for whose betterment first?
For the customer satisfaction.
Customers betterment. Yeah, customers betterment. Ultimately, it is going to help you as well, but customer first. Okay, with me so far, everyone? Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Nowadays, it is said that you also need to have the sequel to learn. Okay. Sequel. Why you need to sequel? Because when you are understanding the customer understand, or customer may come up with some complex requirement. Complex what, everyone?
Requirement.
Requirement. And when you understand to solve those complex requirement, you would may see, sorry, you would require to see, or you would detect this, that customer, when he is approaching to you with the solution, he is talking about juggling into multiple records. And multiple what?
Records.
Records.
Records. And those records are saved, or those records are belonging to different tables. Possible? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? And those tables are kept somewhere. And for that to understand, say for example, you are getting into what do you call, you are getting into any boutique or in any garment store. Okay, you have to access some clothes, specific clothes, you know where it is. Okay, and you have one attendant. You will simply ask the query like, can you bring XYZ which is kept over here and do. This is how you can ask him, right? Yes or no? Are you understanding? What did I say? Did everyone understand?
Yes.
Okay. And when you need to ask the same thing in a computer language or in the software, how will you ask that? So that language is taught into SQL. Okay. So you need to know, to grab certain information, how to ask question. Okay. In structured query language from database. Data stores what, everyone? Sorry, database stores what? As per you, when we are talking, we will talk database. What do you think database would store what?
Data records.
Data records. Absolutely right. And when you are fetching some data records from the database, which is the, S house, S warehouse, where all the data are stored. Okay. So how to extract certain data? You need to call them. And how to call them? There is another way to call them. Like if I need to ask certain question to Swarupa, I just ask, go ahead and take her name. Okay. Same goes with Ujwala. I'll take. So this is a simple English language I'm speaking. But as a business analyst, when you need to know the flavor of the data, how they are talking, and what is the impact of data. See, as a business analyst, if you need to learn the SQL, you will only learn SQL to detect the impact on the existing system. To detect what, everyone?
Impact
The
on
impact.
existing.
Existing
impact.
system. But detect the impact of what? Impact of what?
Data.
Data. Exactly. When you understand what is the current data and how it is impacting to the current system, then only you may gather some thoughts that is there any requirement of advancement there or not. Okay. And then only you can talk about the change. With me so far? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Making some sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And those changes has to be communicated well, okay, along with the negotiation skill. And that's the reason you need to have which skill further last?
Communicate.
Communication.
Communication skill. Simple. So these are the few basic prerequisites that I believe each one of you own that. If you need to learn SQL, Prerna generally talks about one wonderful website, and you can go ahead, you can learn for free over there, which is w3schools.com. w3schools.com. Would you remember that? Yes, no? w3school.com. Would you remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, learn SQL from here. Okay. I'm going to type in. It's W3 school or W3 schools. I believe W3 school only. Okay. Just go ahead and check by yourself. Okay. All right. Now, as a business analyst, then what should be your role? Before you do that, let's explore. Explore what? As a business analyst, what exactly this pictorial represents says. As a business analyst, what do? You need to identify, need identification. Okay. Then elicitate and collaborate with the customer. You are asking question. When you are eliciting, you are asking question, collaborating with customer. Okay. Let the customer bring, in fact, you are eliciting, you are educating as well, you are exploring as well. These all become the part of elicitation and collaboration. Then you get into this conversation, you communicate the requirement. Then whatever the requirement you have understood, you will model it. You may try to enhance it in a pictorial representation, and then you will continue to manage the requirement into any document saving document repository tool. With me so far? Yes, no?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Everyone, not just Ujjwala, everyone with
Yes.
me. Swarupa, Kajal, Apanna.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, be louder. If I'll speak like this, what will happen? Can you hear me? Can you all hear me like this? Please give me some energy so that I can pour back to you. Otherwise, I'll go on mute. Everyone's throat is better today. Swarupa, you're good?
Yes.
Swarupa, Apanna, your throats are good, guys?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Take care. You need to respond to me. That's the reason I'm asking. Okay, thank you. So let's continue to the next slide. Okay. So next slide, roles and responsibility. Okay. So here I would require someone to read for me. Okay. Anyone who can go ahead and read this for me, please?
Business analysts work across all levels of an organization and may be involved in everything from defining strategy to creating the enterprise architecture to taking a leadership role by defining the goals and requirements for programs and projects or supporting continuous improvement in its technology and processes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ujjwala, for reading this out. So, in a nutshell, what it does say that you need to define the strategy. You will be involved in this. Your contribution is not just a business analysis contribution. In fact, your business analysis contribution brings the organizational transformation. What it may bring, everyone?
Organization transformation.
Yeah, and for that, you need to define whose goals. Whose goals you need to define, everyone? You need to define whose goal. You need to understand whose goal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Customer.
Customer's goal, yes. And then only you can align the requirement, and then you can go ahead and build and help the team to build the project and programs, okay, which is recommending towards the continuous improvement when it comes to using the technology or possessing that technology for their own betterment or for their own solution, where goal meets the requirement. Goal meets what, everyone?
The
Well,
Requirement. So let's dig deeper when we are understanding this. So let me bring up the next slide for you, okay? And so far you have understood we are talking about the change and requirement of business analysis, right? Yes, no?
yes.
yes.
So when you are grabbing the when you are reading the change, when you are understanding the change, when you are imposing the change, when you are talking the understanding the requirement, there would be certain tools where you will be maintaining those changes recommended and requirements asked or requested. Yes or no? There would be certain tools which can capture those things, those records from customer or from you, and from both. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need to understand what those tools are. And for that very reason, let's understand and explore few tools in front of you. As a business analyst, you might require to use it. And for that, I'm going to share my screen one more time. Can you see the new slide on your screen, everyone? Yes, no?
Right.
Yes.
Yes. So here are a few tools like Microsoft Office Suite. So everything under Microsoft Office Suite might required by business analyst, including Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and every single thing. So you know you should be tools ready. You should be what ready?
Tools.
Tools.
Tools ready so that you can start using them, utilizing them, okay, at the work, and become more flexible to utilize them. So Microsoft Office Suite, whatever comes under it, so that will become your machineries to use at the work. Likewise, from Microsoft Word, we have Google Docs, okay. It's another word processing document where you can maintain the records or requirement or whatever the conversation is there, you can save it there. Then we have Rational, Requisite Pro, Balsamic, Sword, Pencil, Trello, Smart Draw, Rick, version 1. So these are more or less our document, uh, so version document repository tool. Okay, so where there are multiple versions of the document that requires to be maintained into certain document repository tool. Yes or no? So that you can understand and trace the changes, how customer has involved, how customer has evolved, what he had recommended in the past, whether we are using the same or we had discarded in the past, and then we are embracing again those discarded items as a new one, so that you can align those requirement evolution with the effort and estimation what you give or provide uh, to the customer. With me so far? Yeah. Yes, no? Are you understanding why we need to maintain the every single version of the requirement?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone
Yes.
understanding the reason behind the maintaining the versions of the document?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad that you understand. So now few tools are like MS PowerPoint. Okay. These are analysis and reporting tools. So this is again part of Microsoft Office Suite, and this is business analysis tools, it says. And for formal presentation, for business analysis, this is required. Okay. Business analyst often faces the situation where he needs to communicate ideas for idea gathering, idea projection, or idea elaboration, or any update on those idea, or to justify. You can utilize MS PowerPoint, okay, and this communication becomes more effective in the form of pictorial representation that can be enabled or projected through Microsoft PowerPoint. Through what?
Microsoft
Through which?
Word.
PowerPoint. In the same league, there is another one which we have just now spoken. That is MS Excel. Okay. So when you need to analyze certain data because you want to learn what? What you will learn? Data. What of data?
Data analysis. Analysis
Yeah.
of data.
Yeah. Why would you analyze data? As a business analyst, why you need to analyze data? To study what?
To recommend solutions.
Yeah, but before you recommend the solution, you would analyze. And what you would analyze?
Needs.
The
Yeah,
requirement for change. Yeah.
you would analyze the impact of data. Earlier I said yes, no.
Yes.
Yeah, first you will analyze the impact of data. In the impact, what all you can analyze? The trend you can analyze, the trend you can analyze, the success you can analyze, the uh, then loss, profit, multiple things are there. So ultimately, what you are analyzing? You are analyzing the impact of data due to change. Okay, and those impacted, those analysis you need to summarize to examine the trend. You can sort and filter those data. You can have the pictorial representation of data. Why you need to do these all? Because you are going to present these all things where? Summarize the data and all, where you are going to present these all as a business analyst. Guys, when you are summarizing the data, you are understanding the impact of data. You learn how to sort it, how to filter it out, the data, how and where data is impacting. What do I need to bring certain changes because this is impacting, this data is impacting the existing system and processor in this manner. And if you are able to communicate these all in front of whom? In front of whom? You will communicate these all in front of whom?
Customer.
Customer. Then only you can see, you need to back something up, right? I mean, when you are conveying something, you are convincing something, you should have certain data to present in front of the customer, and factual and with more stats and facts you and figures you will be, when proposing, customer will easily agree or not. If your recommendation or solution is backed by certain stats and data and figures, will customer be easily convinced or not?
Yes.
Yes. And how would you bring and present those stats and figures and data? By summarizing them, by presenting them, by making them more visuals, so that it becomes more understandable for the customer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you need to learn this art. And then through Excel, if you're learning as a business analyst, this data analysis only for business analysts, that makes you in a new skills, which is called as, listen very carefully, which is called as, now when you learn data analysis as a business analyst, this will make you, or your skill makes you of business analytics. What sort of skill?
Business.
What's our skill, everyone?
Analytic. Business analytic.
Business analytics. With me so far, everyone? Ujjwala, Kajal, Dev, Jibran, Aparna, Swarupa.
Yes.
She's not there. Okay. Any questions so far, guys?
No.
Yes, no? Okay. Now, here, listen very closely. Very important. Okay. After this, there is another tool. So MS Excel, and I'll teach you that how to utilize it. So it will become very easy. The another one is Microsoft Word. This is the another Microsoft what word processing document, okay, for design and all. MS Visio. For MS Visio, like you can, instead of MS Visio, you can also use lucidchart.com. What you can use? What you can use?
businesscloud.com.
lucidchart.com. You can use Microsoft PowerPoint, you can use Microsoft Excel. Nowadays people are using Canva. Have you heard these names? Yes or no? Guys, guys, will you please respond to me, or you are feeling really, really sleepy?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you not had enough dinner or what? See, this is super early morning over here, and we need to be pumping up in front of you, because you gather all the information well fresh in your mind, and you are able to retain. So at least, when until unless you will converse with me, how would I know that you are receiving? Awake Ujjwala, say yes. Kajal awake, yes. Jubran, yes. Aparna, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Give me a loud yes, please.
Yes.
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 Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for all the yeses. I appreciate that. And please interact with me in this loud manner, please. I really appreciate that. I know you guys are more sophisticated sitting in the USA and all, but still, with me, you need to be louder all the time, because energy, high energy will let you learn everything in the detail. Okay. Now, after that, I really wanted to talk about it. Okay. Types of requirements. So types of requirement, first you need to understand everything is the part of business requirement. In fact, everything is the part of stakeholder requirement. Okay. Stakeholder gives you the requirement. Those requirement could be simple business requirement or the solution requirement. Business requirement is quite core, coming up fresh, not much technical. Okay. But solution requirement, where multiple things are involved, which is functional requirement and non-functional requirement. Functional requirement, where every UI element has to be functional. When I am talking about a UI element, means whatever the object you see on the screen, okay, like this, shapes and all, everything that you can press, you can use, you can draw. Okay, these are, when responding after the click, these are functioning. You can check the function of it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And non-functional requirement is that when this has nothing to do with the interaction, these are auto function. Auto function means that presence of the screen. Okay, when you hit the www.amazon.com, amazon.com loaded on in front of you. Okay, did you do anything to load them after hitting the did you unroll the screen of the amazon.com? Did you do anything to appear the entire screen of the amazon.com? Did you do anything? No, you just went to the website and waited until it loads. Okay, to make it more visual. Say for example, now you will make sure that your website is also not flickering. It is stable. If you are not touching, it will remain stable. For its stability, did you do anything? Any function did you do? Did you do any function to make it
No.
stabilize, froze on your screen? No. When you are moving, then only it will respond to the move. Otherwise, it won't. Any technicality or any security or any performance, sometime, mouse trails also take time to respond. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So how easy performing your system is, those all come under non-functional requirement. And what kind of requirement?
Non-functional.
Non-functional. Yeah, non-functional requirement. Now understand, if you have the existing system and what you realize that, okay, this has become outdated now, I need to transition into new one. Okay, your everything remains the same, your technical or hardware or some you upgrade your iPhone, your any Android or iOS, okay, operating system, from uh, previous to the new one. Okay, the upgrade just happens. So whatever the new technology is there, say for example WhatsApp is there, can you use today's WhatsApp on iPhone 6 or 7? Can you use that?
No.
No, you cannot. It has become outdated. So you need to transition the system. Yes? Yes, no?
Yes.
So things will remain same, but with the new operating system and new advancement, when you are changing, so it will become the transition requirement. What it will become?
Transition.
Transition requirement.
Transition requirement. So everything has to do with transition from older to new system. Okay, so that will become the transition requirement. In the solution requirement, you have the functional, non-functional requirement. Because the requirements are coming from the stakeholder, it is called as the stakeholders requirement, and stakeholder can give you both the requirement, business requirement and solution requirement. As a business analyst, your whole idea is that translate the business requirement into solution requirement and trace its functional and non-functional requirement. Functional requirements are generally translated and detailed down in a different document, which is called as functional requirement document, or FRD. What they are called as?
Functional
Or FRD. So what you are doing, whatever customer is giving you the functionality of a new requirement, that you are maintaining in a document, which is also abbreviated as a FRD. As what? As an FRD. Okay. And anything which has to do with more technicality, that will go under non-functional document, which is also known as TRD, means technical requirement document. In which document?
Technical requirement document.
Any questions so far, guys?
No.
No? Everyone is clear?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to cover this slide today, and that's the reason I had to speed up and align myself with the time as well. Okay, now, tomorrow, you need to learn one small requirement more in detail. I think when Prerna will start tomorrow, she will cover that. But any question so far? Any question? Aparna,
Yeah,
Jubran, Ujwala, Dev,
No.
Kajal?
yeah, I have one small question.
Yes,
How this
sir.
FRD is maintained? I
Oh,
know we have a very minimal documentation.
hmm, hmm.
How do we maintain that?
Okay, what exactly you want to know when it comes to maintenance?
Like, how do we, it's a document, right? FRD. Like,
Hmm.
how a traditional way we used to have a lot of BRD, business requirement document. We had like 8-10 pages of documentation. Now we have Jira or any other
Hmm.
project management software where we, very minimal
Right.
documentation. The same way, how FRD is maintained. Like,
Okay, good
where do
question.
we store? Yeah.
Yeah, good question. So I have been talking about storage, document repository. You heard this word? Yeah, document repository. Did you hear this word today when I spoke this word? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
yes.
document repository tool. So there are multiple repository tool. Okay, so and their name has been changed as well. So nowadays, where the documents are being maintained, so these are being maintained. If you are using Jira, Confluence is easy to go for you. Okay, so so Atlassian product is Confluence, so you can maintain over there. It maintains the entire version. Few people maintain into um, uh, Google as well. So if you are maintaining in Google Docs itself has its versioning. There is another one which we call it as a version 1 or subversion or tortoise version. These are the name of the few tools where you just upload the Jira. Even if whatever the changes you do, it maintains over there version wise, and you can check out them. So what do you do when you are typing anything? Okay, when you are typing any in new document, whatever you are typing or did any changes, okay, what you need to do is that you need, before you are closing that, you need to freeze those changes in the new document, right? So for that you need to do checkout. What do you need to do? Checkout. Checkout means what you started editing, you have frozen it. Okay, and it will automatically create a new version. But before that, what happens is that when you start to update that in few system, it is called that before you are updating it, you need to check in inside those documents. So then you go ahead, and how this checkout and check-in happens? Just these are the buttons where you need to click when you are checking out. It means that everything is saved. It is updating the existing version with the new advancement. When you are before editing that, you need to check it in. Okay, where you just click on the select the document and then right click and then do check-in. So where do you do that? Wherever it is maintained. So if it is maintained in the subversion control, okay, or the tortoise version, or tortoise subversion, or version 1, these are the name of the tool. Okay, with me so far, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions so far? Say, for example, if I need to say is that this is one software. Inside software, there are multiple documents. Okay. There are multiple what's?
Document.
Documents. Any tool it could be. Multiple document. Now your focus come here. This is one of the document. Okay. Just wait a second. Your focus came here. This is one of the document. You click on this document. Okay. What do? You click on this document. And the moment you click on this document, what may happen here, all the version is showing up uh, over here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. What do you do is that then next you can click on any version or the latest version. Okay. The moment you click in here, now you have only one option. You can check in. Okay. Not only one option, you may have another option as well. Checkout. Checkout means what? The moment you will click on the checkout button, it may also say that export. Now, export can happen either in the PDF, or also it may happen in the Word itself or in the original file itself. Yes or no? Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
So I am trying to help you to visualize the versioning tools, softwares. Okay, there are n number of such software. So I just try to tell you that how happens in one of the software. But the general, these are the generic functionality. Okay, Dev, understood?
I mean, as it is, we have both requirements covered under user stories. When we write the
Hmm.
user stories, functional
Hmm.
requirement, we do cover it. But I just
Hmm.
wanted where we store it, because when I did Jira or mock project, I did not focus on where to write FRD or what under what segment I maintain those documents. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So first thing I understood that, see, all those document you will be writing in the word processing document, right?
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
word processing document. If you have if your company emphasizes, okay, write down. See, so first you write one document. Now document has to be translated into Jira or any tool, and that will be broken down into multiple user story. That's one way. But whenever the changes are coming, changes are directly coming into this. So it may either come into this, not mandatorily, but it may also be seen in your Jira tool or some other tool, wherever the project management tools are there. See, documentation is not mandatory, but if documentation has to be there, it has to be under word processing. And those word processing are either Google Doc or Confluence or Microsoft Word or some other tools. Okay, now those requirement only has to be chunked down. Those requirement has to be broken down into multiple user story and epics. With me,
Yes.
Dave?
Yeah,
Understanding what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So
Yes,
when
yes,
you are
yes.
storing the document into any repository, these could be the repository. Otherwise, you have the project management tool where you are updating the your user stories and everything. Understood?
Yeah.
So
I
you
think
have
I
both the
focused.
base.
I focus more on waterfall method because so much documentation, and I think that get kicked in my mind. But I got the point clear. Thank you so much for the explanation.
Most welcome, most welcome. Good that you asked the question. Guys, you're everyone clear? You understood the conversation? Kajal, Dev, Jobran, Aparna. Let me
Yes.
hear it out. Yeah. So Aparna, one word that comes in your mind, what do you feel like saying?
A very informative class today.
Informative. Okay, thank you so much. Be a bit louder so that I don't come back and ask again. We are already overrun 13 minutes. Jubran, one word that comes in your mind?
Okay. The key word tonight was change.
Change. Okay,
Yes.
great, wonderful. Thank you so much. Ujwala, one word that comes in your mind?
It's very clear.
Very clear. And I appreciate your energy. You were always loud and clear. Thank you so much. Kajal, one word that comes in your mind?
Change and requirement. These two words are too important for business analyst.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Kajal, for saying that. Appreciate it. Dave, one word that you would like to utter?
I think how, data-driven technique transforms business decisions.
Okay,
That's all.
data driven. Yeah, we are going to learn about that as well. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. We will talk to you soon again. Bye tomorrow. Bye. Good night, Al.